A traditional VPN alone isn't a magical solution. Sure, it'll make your online traffic more private, but it usually won't protect your device from threats. However, has Surfshark bridged this gap? In this Surfshark security review, I'll analyze whether its extra features, which focus on more than just VPN protection, are enough to cover every aspect of your online life. All will be revealed in this Surfshark One review. If you've ever heard anything about Surfshark, you'll know that it's mainly recognized for its strong VPN capabilities, so it makes sense to start there. In just a few clicks, you can replace your real IP address with a temporary one, encrypt your traffic, and make whatever you do online almost impossible to track. If you're like me, you'll probably set it up and forget it exists. But isn't that the point? If you want this level of effortless protection, use my special discount. Just scan this QR code or click the link below. If it's just a VPN you're after, the starter plan should be enough. But to give more perspective, Surfshark keeps things private in a few ways. One is its no logs policy. Basically, that's a promise that the company itself isn't harvesting your traffic, IP addresses, timestamps, and other identifiable online data. This policy has even been audited, so it goes well beyond a "they said" situation. On top of that, there are certain things happening behind the scenes, like the RAM-only servers, which can't store data by design because every time servers are rebooted, the data gets obliterated. The kill switch is another important part of this security puzzle. If there is network instability or maintenance, your VPN connection can drop, exposing your real IP address. The kill switch is a safety net. It'll temporarily block your device from accessing the internet. That way, your data is less likely to be exposed. Plus, when compared to some other VPNs, Surfshark gives you more protocols than you'd probably ever need, which means that you can tailor the exact level of protection you get. The newest protocol is called DOSOS, and it was just released in April of this year. It's designed to be fast, but still keep future quantum threats in mind. There's also WireGuard, an all-time trusted option, and other configurable and device-specific choices. Then you've got the extras, like multi-hop, which puts your connection through 2 VPN servers instead of just one, and rotating IP, which makes tracking across sites much more difficult. In my opinion, it's these small extras that make Surfshark feel like a great value, and one that means that you can enhance your privacy with little to no effort. And best of all, you can access all of this on an unlimited number of devices. So to keep costs low, you can share a subscription with friends and family. With that said, you're watching this video, so I can assume you want a lot more than just VPN protection. And this is where the Surfshark Security Suite comes in. In my opinion, it's one of the most complete security packages that I've ever seen bundled into a VPN subscription. It includes the reliable, everyday Surfshark One antivirus, which, to be honest, has come a long way since its release. Its third-party independent testing is fairly old, but even then, this puts it on par with dedicated antivirus solutions and industry averages in terms of how well it detects threats. At its core, Surfshark Antivirus includes real-time malware protection and lets you run quick, full, and custom scans on Windows, Mac OS, and Android. Unfortunately, iOS users get limited protection, but they can still block malicious websites, phishing links, and get alerts about data leaks. And that's an Apple decision, with rigid restrictions that don't allow apps to scan the entire system. It's not because Surfshark's lazy. Putting that aside, what I didn't expect while using Surfshark's latest version is just how much is included. There are quarantines and exclusions. This means you can manually restore deleted or isolated files, as well as add apps and websites to a trusted list. Also, you can scan USB drives before opening them, and have ransomware and phishing protection running in the background. And most of these features don't really require much manual input, and that's exactly how I like my security tools to be: low maintenance. However, it isn't all roses in this Surfshark antivirus review. For example, I'm missing a firewall for extra protection on my personal network, something most other standalone antivirus programs offer. And there are also fewer advanced security settings than I'm used to. But overall, after using Surfshark One features for some time now, it is a powerful solution, and I'd recommend it to most users. So if you're looking for a reliable VPN with a modern, everyday antivirus, Surfshark One is one of the best security suites that I've tested. Just be sure to get an exclusive discount by tapping the link below or scanning this code. But for now, let's answer what is Surfshark One in its entirety. Alongside the VPN and antivirus, you get a few other features, like Clean Web. This comes in 2 versions, an app-based feature or a more customizable browser extension tool. It's great for blocking ads, trackers, malicious content, and cookie pop-ups, as well as some phishing scams and pages. And overall, it offers great peace of mind for your browsing. Surfshark Alert is another perk of the security bundle. It doesn't sleep, constantly monitoring your emails, linked accounts, and added credit cards and IDs for leaks on dark web databases. It won't prevent identity theft directly, but it'll help you take back control if your data ends up in the wrong places. The cherry on top is Surfshark Alternative ID. If you signed up for discounts, trials, or newsletters before and instantly regretted the spam mail that follows, this one's for you. It generates a fake name, alternative persona information, a proxy email, everything you need to create a fake online identity to protect what's important, your real one. When combined, Surfshark truly covers much more than just privacy, protecting your device, browsing, and identity. But wait, I still have some important things to discuss, and that's a short Surfshark One Plus review. It's almost like Surfshark just couldn't stop there. Overachiever complex much? Come on. With its highest tier, you get some of the most comprehensive data protection tools on the entire market. Think of it like this. If Surfshark One protects your device, the Plus tier protects you. Incogni is partly responsible for this. Data brokers have a lot of information, and the likelihood that they're squirreling away data about you is very high. So, on your behalf, Incogni's agents do the legwork, submitting removal requests asking for anything related to you to be deleted. This not only means that your data is less likely to be sold to the highest bidder, but it helps you avoid spam, scams, profiling, and identity misuse. But it isn't foolproof. It takes time and effort to get responses, and sometimes that data magically reappears. If something still goes wrong, Surfshark Identity Theft Protection is there to help pick up the pieces. Don't get this confused with prevention. It only helps after the fact, but it's still pretty valuable nonetheless. In worst case scenarios, you can get financial reimbursement for identity restoration expenses, as well as an advisor and financial support for relevant fees. The biggest downside here is that some of these advanced features are exclusive to US users, so keep that in mind if you're watching this from somewhere else. Alright, the Surfshark One pricing is split into 3 tiers. I've expanded on all of the features on offer already, but let me break down how much each tier costs and who they're best suited for. As I mentioned, the starter plan is a great privacy solution with all of the core features. You get the VPN, alternative ID, and clean web. If you're a first-time VPN user, this is a great way to get a strong VPN at a budget-friendly price. However, Surfshark One makes this tool much more than just a privacy-focused one. It includes everything the starter plan has, with the reliable antivirus, alert, and search features on top. Overall, this subscription is my main recommendation. It's what I've been using, and it offers a good balance of privacy and device security against everyday threats. But if I were to compare Surfshark One versus One Plus, the latter gives the highest level of protection available. It offers tools that most VPNs skip, covering your identity and letting you take back control of your data. Oh, and with all subscriptions, you can add alternative number as a paid extra if you want to. This gives you a US-based phone number that you can use instead of your own, similar to the alternative email feature. So if you're wondering, is Surfshark One worth it? Honestly, if you use the extra features, absolutely, especially because it protects your device, not just your browsing. Now, when it comes to the Plus tier, the question changes to, do you need every feature here? Considering data is currency for the cyber criminal, making that data extra safe is a necessity, not a luxury. However, if you're more of a beginner, you might not look that deeply into data protection. Just a reminder, whatever your subscription, you can get protected at a fraction of the cost using my viewer links. There's even a 7-day free trial, so you can test it out before you commit. The verdict for this Surfshark One review is simple. If you want heightened protection for your device, what you do online, and more privacy overall, it's an excellent option. Traditionally, you'd need multiple subscriptions, multiple apps, and a lot of effort to cover all these bases, and considering Surfshark does that for you, it's a no-brainer choice in 2026. Thanks for watching this Surfshark Security Suite review. You can check the channel for more info on security tools, and I hope to see you around. Bye-bye for now.